Terrell, how different does it feel not having some of the older guys in the room with you and you kind of being the only senior guy in the room at this point?
It's for sure different. Just different environment, but those guys have a whole bunch of energy, so it's still fun regardless.
How much of a leadership kind of mentorship role have you taken, especially with Rome and Jalen and Sawyer being the freshmen from last year?
I feel like I have to take a big role, just teaching them a little stuff about like defenses. They're smart guys, so they understand the offense, but just how to adjust the routes off of defenses and how to understand coverages and blitzes and whatnot. But they're still picking it up fast. They're young again, but they're smart, so they're adjusting.
What was it like from your perspective? Puka leaves and Ty leaves, Jordan leaves, Marcus leaves, Austin leaves, Jalen comes in, and the guy coming in the summer. Just what's it like watching all that shuffling?
It was actually a little devastating, I would say, because I was super close with those guys, like outside of football. But I mean, we still stay in contact, so it's not what I thought it was going to be. But the guys that we're getting to, like I talked to Giles and I've talked to Jalen, like when they got here, and they're super cool dudes too. It's just new, you got to get to know them. But COVID's making things pretty weird because we can't really hang out a bunch outside. But as I get to know them, like they're pretty cool dudes.
Terrell, it seemed like most of the receptions went to the tight ends early on. Was that situational or on purpose or what?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, we got some crazy nice tight ends, as you can see, but they're big targets, and today was like a red zone focus, so I would say it's a little bit more situational, but we still got some stuff dialed up for them too.
What would that next step to look like for you?
Hopefully pro. That's what I'm looking like. That's what I'm looking forward to at least, and I mean, just trying to grind every day, but not trying to look too far ahead, trying to do what I could do every day to get better before I can get to that step, because I feel like if you look too far ahead, you start losing enjoyment of where you're at.
Terrell, when you look at the guys who have left and the guys who have come in now, just how do you assess the talent in your room right now?
I mean, we're all pretty talented. I mean, I've seen us all have some crazy catches, but the receiver position is pretty crazy. Like balls are going to be different every time. You just got to know how to adjust. Like something can come off your fingertips, but it's all about consistency, I would say. Like even last year, we had some really dynamic players, but we still left a lot of plays on the field. I still think we're working for consistency, but I think we're always taking the next step with Junior Adams, always keeping us accountable for it.
So what was your reaction when Coach Lake told you guys that you were going to be playing in front of fans?
What'd you say?
Playing in front of fans.
Oh, man. Last year, the games were so weird. We were making big plays, and I'm hearing dudes on the sideline call my name and clapping. It was super, super weird. But just a little amount of guys we have now in the stands, it brings a whole different juice, having a big play and having them like cheer for us. I think it makes us all play better, and that's all we need, really.
Terrell, how would you describe John Donovan's offense, and what was the reaction in the wide receiver room when Jimmy wore the run the damn ball hat?
I'm not going to lie. We were a little frustrated with that. I mean, we were like, come on, we can make some plays too. But I think running the ball will set us up for a lot of shots downfield. I mean, a lot of offenses like USC or other schools are pretty air raid, and, their stat line could look like 8 for like 80 yards and maybe a touchdown. But I think our offense sets us up for a lot of like down the field throws. So we just have to connect. Last year we didn't connect on all those deep threats, but our stat line could really look like 3 catches for 150 if we could do it right. It just all comes down to executing on those shot plays that we take.
Elijah Molden mentioned that juniors kind of basically deconstructed the position for you guys to break it down. Can you just elaborate on how he's kind of gone about doing that?
Yeah, so he's just a super cool dude. The fact that he was able to actually play the wide receiver position, he's really personable in that way where he understands that you can't do the same thing every time. Guys aren't going to fall for that, but his connects are probably what set him apart from a lot of other guys like Kendrick Bourne, Cooper Kupp, all these guys who have us talk to them, and they'll give us more insight about like little stuff like routes and releases and how to set a DB up, the best guys they win against, eating, staying positive, like understanding how to adjust off of certain things. So I think his connections are what make him really special because he gets knowledge from everybody, not just players, but also coaches, because he's been all over the place too.
Hey, Terrell, of the freshman, Sawyer was the one guy who didn't play last year because he was still kind of rehabbing and whatnot. but he seemed to emerge this spring. What have you liked about his game so far?
Right now, he's looking like the most consistent guy as far as like balls being thrown to him and him catching it. So he's for sure earning a role in the offense, and he's understanding everything he has to do inside and out as far as other guys around him and how to run his routes. So he's just emerging because I feel like he's finally comfortable in playing faster. I would say last year he was still dynamic as far as catching the ball, but he was kind of like not sure what he had to do. But that comes along with the COVID season. We didn't really have a big off season, but now since he's been able to be in the playbook, he's just playing without thinking.
Gets the ball from a left-handed quarterback like Sam. Is there any difference at all?
I'm gonna be honest. I'll say actually at a camp I threw with Tua, and it was a really crazy thing because I didn't understand, but it rotates differently in the air. So like on over the shoulder balls, it'll rotate. If you're on the left side, it'll go this way instead of like fading back inside. But it's something you just got to get used to. I mean, playing catch right in front of them, you'll notice it, but in the game or like in the practice situation, you don't really notice it too much.
Thanks. We got Tom McGrew coming. He's back there. We'll have a copy board.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Terrell.
It's good to see y'all. It's good to see some people. Not over.
Hey, Sean, I was asking Terrell, I mean, you talk about seeing all the people again. What's it like seeing fans in the stands now that you went through a whole season without them?
It's definitely awesome just to go out and practice and in front of more like fans than we had like all season last year. It's just exciting times, and it's just giving us hope that things will go back to normal soon. And we had a Husky Nation in here, 72,000 strong, just screaming for us. So we're excited.
Sean, you guys have more scholarship running backs in the room than I can recall in a long time. What is the state of competition like when there's just so many different guys cycling through?
Yeah, I mean, we have I would say, one of the most talented rooms in the country, and we come in every day and compete. It just makes us all better. And the goal as a unit is to be the best running back room in the country so that we can lift the team up with how good we are practicing every day. And once we set the standard as how we go out and practice and bring the energy, everyone's just going to follow along, and that's just our goal, to just build each other up and just keep getting better.
How long did you have to take to decide to come back? It's your 6th year, right, if I'm counting
yes, sir.
right?
Not too long, actually. I think it was just right after we saw Oregon go to the bowl game, and I just wanted to come back and win a Rose Bowl and Pac-12 championship, so there wasn't really much to decide.
You got 3 degrees now?
Nah, just still one in the minor.
Is there an advantage to having such a diverse competitive backfield?
What was that you said? Is there an advantage?
Is there an advantage to having such a diverse backfield in terms of different runners that are competitive?
Most definitely. I mean, we all got a little different running styles. Some of us are power backs, some of us are speed and finesse, some of us, we all just do different things, and we're good at different things. And it's awesome just when we're all out there, we can take over the game in any moment. And it's just exciting to watch and see what everyone can do, and we all teach each other what we're good at and what we're bad at, and try to just build each other up so that we all have all the tools for everything.
What does Javion Sane bring to the room?
Javion, he's definitely a character. I love that guy. He brings great energy. He's runs hard. We call him a little Tasmanian devil out there, because he's just, as soon as he gets the ball in his hands, he just wants to run into people. So it's awesome. He's an awesome dude, and we're glad to have him.
Sean, with that in mind, when Sunday, the first day, I think it was even the first day of practice, they hit the big hit.
Yeah.
Things like, what was the reaction in the room when you saw that and you kind of finally got a sense of what he's all about?
I mean, it's definitely just fun to watch and exciting. It was honestly pretty funny, just because we have different tempos in practice, and whether or not like we're going like we can run into the defense pretty hard, or they're wrapping us up or almost taking us to the ground. And I think it was maybe like fit tempo or something like that, where it was just kind of just like on air, and just seeing him not really care about the tempo and just run into people was just awesome. Just as a running back, that's kind of how you want to be. You can't be afraid of contact, and it's just awesome to see people that aren't.
Anything more for Sean? All right, thank you for your time, Sean.
Thank you, guys.
Keep going. Kyle will be the last one today.
Kyle, you obviously played a few different positions in the secondary. Do you feel like corner, where you're playing now, is kind of where you fit best?
Honestly, anywhere they want to put me, wherever they feel is best for the team. For me to produce the most, I'll play. I love corner, I love nickel. I'll play wherever, honestly. But corner, yeah, it could be a good spot for me, yeah.
You started there the first few games a couple seasons ago. What did you kind of take from that experience?
I just learned a lot as far as, technique and being on your details. The minute details are really the big part of, whether you're playing or not. So during that time where I did play and I got taken out, I was able to focus up on those things and be able to correct myself and, really grow. But it was good for me to go through that because I feel like I learned a lot through that. Yeah.
How has your confidence just evolved? We're going into year 4 now, understanding the defense the way that you do. How has your confidence changed over time?
I feel really good knowing what I'm supposed to do. I'm locked in, doing extra stuff every day just to make sure I'm prepared. Preparation is always allows you to play more freely. So me being able to do that, I can see a huge difference, which allows me to play more confident. So I feel way better.
How much do you feed off of Terrell and how much does he feed off of you? Kind of talk about your relationship with him, given you guys are two of the more well-known cornerbacks in the class.
We're constantly learning off each other. Every practice, what'd you get? What I get? I learn a lot off of him. He's a really smart player. A lot of film. We all get together and watch a lot of film, and we talk a lot. So seeing what he sees and just communicating on techniques of what we're seeing and what we need to do, it helps a lot. So we keep getting each other smart.
About last year and wanting to develop your technique. What did you kind of do to develop that heading into spring and heading into the season?
Yeah, so basically all the off-season trainings, getting together with DBs in the room or going off and training at other spots to, focus on the weaknesses that I had personally or and just getting to fix those and becoming more strong in those. So when I'm on the field, I'm more confident, I know what I can do and just fixing that during the off-season and stuff, yeah.
I was kind of curious, with the work that you've done on special teams as a gunner and how you're known for a guy who can pin people deep, how that's influenced your ability and development as a cornerback.
Can you say that one more time?
Just how you've done special teams, how has that influenced you or helped you develop as a better defensive player overall?
I think it goes down to situational football. As far as like playing on special teams, if I'm pinning the ball, that just helps the defense. They're down there, down in the goal line. I know what I'm supposed to do. It's harder for the offense to move, and I can be smarter about what I need to do. Yeah.
Coaches say that, you earn your work by what you do on special teams.
Yeah.
And I was just curious if you feel like you've kind of not paid your dues, but have done what you needed to do in order to secure a spot.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just being physical all the time and, showing, having a presence on the field wherever you're at. I just want to be known, I'm here, yeah.
What do you think about the transfer portal? You've got a guy coming in here from Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, quarterback from Colorado State, Nebraska. The guy from Michigan has said he's committed here. It's almost like an all-star cast of older recruits. Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I'm not mad, sad, or anything. When they come in, I'm just happy that they're ready. They're here, coming to work. No one's been any type of way about it. Everyone's just been taking them in, putting them on their wing, and getting them better. So when we come out this next season, we're having a winning season, and we play good and smooth.
Do you feel like college football is different now?
To me, no. Besides like having no fans and stuff like that, other than that, no. Yeah.
Having Bookie in the room though. How's the addition been of Bookie in the room? How's he been mixing with you guys?
He's been great. Yeah, he's a really good dude, and I love his mindset and where he's at. Really smart, loves to learn, and brings a great energy on the field. I love him. He's a great dude.
With the special team stuff and developing a reputation there, not everybody wants to give that level of effort. Did you ever get talked into, giving that amount of effort on special teams, or is that something that you've always kind of had?
I always just wanted to do it. I'm not like, yeah. When I'm on the field, I want to perform. I want to do to my best ability. So I'm never gonna go out there and give them half effort. I'm always gonna do what I can. I want to make a play, and I want to do whatever I can. So it's never been take a play off. I've always just wanted to go out there and do my best every single time, regardless of where they put me. Yeah.
How hard has it been to wait your turn?
How far?
How hard has it been for the last couple of years just to wait your turn?
It's tough. It is tough. You know, it gets frustrating, but you can go about it two ways, really. You know, you can be sad and proud about it, or you can just go out there and find your weaknesses and get better and find the reasons, give them reasons to put you on the field. So it's definitely tough, but you got to have a good mindset about it and just go out there and do your best.
You've got a couple of young freshmen, in Elijah and James, who really look the part. Have you talked to them about waiting their turn?
No, I haven't talked to them, no. But they do have a good head, a good mindset about it. We haven't really talked about it, no, but they're still learning, taking in as much as they can, and doing good.
Kyler, your opinion on the fans coming back after having a whole season without them?
Oh, yeah. That's how it feels good. Just to have them out there was better than nothing, you know. In the games, you know, the adrenaline, you know, the fans give you that adrenaline. So having them out there, you know, it feels good to have them out there yelling and stuff, so, yeah.
Do you guys feel a certain amount of pressure without having played with fans for so long that now you have to go out there and perform and now there's people actually watching you?
I don't feel the pressure now. I just feel like more energy, which I like it. I think it just brings more to the room, you know, more to the defense. You know, everyone wants to get going, you know, put on a show. So it's good. Yeah.
Kyler, you're one of a handful of guys going for a kick or punt return position, and it seems like there's a ton of talented options to return kicks, and yet there's so few actual game reps available to be a kick returner. What's the competition like amongst you guys to try to get your hands on the ball in that unique way, and how badly do you want to win a competition like that?
I would love to return kicks. It's competitive, yeah, because like you said, we don't get a lot of reps at it. So, you know, just basically taking advantage of every rep you have. Yeah, I'm trying, yeah. Whatever happens, happens, yeah.
All right, thank you, Colin.
Yeah, thank you, guys.